Welcome back everybody to the daily show where I'll be doing technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So before we get started, please hit that like button and that is greatly appreciated. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading and all kinds of setups, definitely check out my link down in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it. So the market went down slightly today with Dow staying flat for the day, Nasdaq going down whopping 1.46%, S&P going down 0.59%, and Russell going down 0.77%. 11 sectors that makes up S&P 500 on top, leading the way: real estate, consumer defensive, utilities, healthcare. So risk off move completely in the market, and technology lagging behind all the way here on bottom. Stock market map here, we got some big names getting hit today. You can see Amazon was down, Meta was down 2%, Tesla was down nearly 2%, Google down nearly 1%, Apple flat, Broadcom down 3.5%. We got Oracle down almost 6%, Microsoft going down 1.42%, and PLTR finally going down nearly 10%, and then Nvidia, the big name, down 3.5%. And now let's get right into Apple stock, because we need to talk about that stock as the stock making a big move to the upside. Alright, so on Apple stock, it's absolutely flat on the day, but if you look at my screen, it's been just coiling up past couple days for maybe another big move up to the upside. And why? Because we had that massive pump to the upside, and now you can see clearly on my screen this is actually a bull flag pattern. So far that 230 range is holding, and it's pretty much holding well over that level. And even today we saw that pop back up to the upside. It was nearly 233, but then everything faded because overall market, especially the big names, came down, some of the big names, and Apple just consolidating here inside this bull flag pattern. So if this is going to play out, 230 can hold, you're going to see a pop back up to 235, 237, and possibly up to this high right here. And that's going to be a big move. And I'm talking about 250 plus on Apple, as long as this pattern plays out. Now, in the event where the market sells up really aggressively and Apple comes down below 230, then watch out for this support right here, where we got massive rejection multiple times before, and it was hard to pass this time. There will be strong support near 224, 225 on Apple. As of right now, it's looking really good for a move back up to the upside, possibly back up to previous all-time highs, and maybe we'll go on and make brand new all-time high. Is that going to happen this week, next week? I don't think so, but it's heading into that right direction where we will see that in near future. So Netflix was down 2.5%, and looks like we got a rejection here right here at 1238, and now it's pulling back a little bit. So watch out, if this thing pops back up over this level, it can definitely go up and retest previous all-time highs. Otherwise, this would be a lower high, and then watch out for a new low here on Netflix that will be taking out this low down here and heading down to that previous all-time high, which would be a breakout level where it can actually hold at 1063 on Netflix. So Microsoft was down 1.42%, and you can see it's holding that 508 to 507 range, but if it gets under that level quickly, we might see a move all the way down to right here at 500, and possibly even below that. It's coming off from this all-time highs, which was a massive rejection, massive bearish engulfing candle, and you can see now the follow through happening, and we actually broke this mini uptrend that was holding just a couple days ago, and now there is some more downside here on Microsoft. So watch out, if this thing cannot hold at 508 to 507, it can slide down to 500, maybe even down to 488. But if this thing recovers and gets over that 518 range, it can definitely pop back up to the upside, where this thing can go up and hit another brand new all-time high. But as of right now, looks like it's due for a mini correction. We already got a decent correction from, what was it, 555 right here, and now it's down to almost 500. So it's down quite a bit, and I'm expecting a little bit more downside on Microsoft, and then from there, this thing can start going up again. On AMD, it's down over 5%, so massive down day here on AMD, and looks like it's heading down to that 166, 165 range, and it's holding pretty much right there. But if this thing gets under that level quickly, you might see a flush down to 153, and we do have some gaps down here. So there is some unfinished business. AMD was on a monster run to the upside, and now if it's pulling back, it's nothing really bad, but just another opportunity to grab cheap shares of AMD. To the upside, resistance will be at 175. If we can clear that, then watch out for this 182 range where this thing can come up and retest. Once again, you can see multiple rejection. We even went over that level and then came back in. So AMD definitely also another big name, just trying to get a mini correction going. And if this holds up right, really nicely, that could be an opportunity to play it back up to the upside. On Nvidia, stock is down 3.50%, so 3.5% down, and the uptrend broke, and you can see massive bearish engulfing candle. And now, if you look at my screen, that 173 range is just the level that it needs to hold. Otherwise, it can come all the way down to 160, and that would be a huge move to the downside. And I'm talking about $15 down from where it's trading right now. Uptrend definitely broke, and whenever you see a pattern like this where it was going up from this trend line every time, now it can possibly go back up and retest this trend line. But I think Nvidia had enough, and there will be some profit taking, and Nvidia in the short term will come down a little bit and cool off before going any higher. On Meta, it's down 2%, so here's another one that actually failed to stay over brand new all-time high, and now it's pulling back into that area right here, 739. We're really close to it, only 10 bucks, 11 bucks away from that previous rejection and the previous all-time highs, and I think it's heading into that level where it should hold right here. And you can see a lot of consolidation, bull flag pattern. As long as it's over that 739, 740 range, it's healthy to take advantage of Meta. But at some point, if that breaks, like Nvidia broke that uptrend, there will be a decent correction here on Meta, and you can see a bunch of gaps to the downside, and it would just kept going. Massive move on earnings, and now it's pulling back. So it does not matter how the earnings are. If it's great and where things are, same thing goes for Microsoft. When things are overbought and things are really frothy to the upside, things will come down, and you're seeing that on Microsoft with good earnings, and same thing on Meta. On Amazon, stock is down 1.5%, and Amazon also went back up to close this entire gap, and you can see 233 rejection came, and now it's pulling back. There will be support at 224. Gap fill reversal can act as a support, but if that don't hold, it can pull all the way down to 218. So watch out here on Amazon. I mean, this was a really nice move to the upside to fill the gap, and now that gap is fully closed, and now things are pulling back. Also, the B shape completed, and now there might be a little bit of correction right here on Amazon. On Tesla, stock is down 1.76%, so Tesla is actually looking good. If you look at my screen, this is actually a mini bull flag pattern right here, just like Apple. And if this thing is able to hold over that 337, 338 range, it can definitely pop back up to the upside, up to this high right here, 350 plus, maybe even 366 and higher from there. But as of right now, just consolidating inside this bull flag pattern. We do have support right down here at 323, 320-ish. As long as that holds, watch out. Tesla might be making a big move to the upside as long as this pattern plays out, this bull flag pattern on Tesla. On Google, stock is down nearly 1%, and Google did everything I said before, that Google will likely to come up and close this gap at 204. We win above and beyond, almost touching previous all-time highs and going to make a brand new all-time high. Unfortunately, that did not take place this week, and it's just pulling back. But look out here, guys. Google, as long as it's over 200, stay bullish on it for a move back up to not only 204, 208, and possibly will go up and make another brand new all-time high. So Google still looking strong, and there is still potential for a breakout over previous all-time highs. And if that happens, this thing will run just like any other big names that you saw before. Now if this thing comes under that 199 200 range, in that case be careful buying this falling knife. It can go down a little bit more before going up. So if you're chasing at this level near all-time highs, this is not a good spot. You need to wait and see where things go down from here, and then you can take a position. I said it many times, especially on these names, Apple, Google, that some of these names are just beaten down so much. There's massive opportunities, and Google definitely delivered on that promise. And I think if this thing can hold over 200, it can possibly go on and make brand new all-time highs. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. I will definitely try to keep you guys updated as I'm still on vacation, and we'll be on vacation for a few more days before heading back into States. Thank you so much, guys, and don't forget to hit that like button. That really makes me come out and make more videos, even though I'm trying to enjoy my time on vacation. But again, nothing makes better to just go out and make a video for you guys and give you a glimpse of what's happening here in the market and where things are. Thank you so much.